Go.
Hello. How many of you guys have known about pit bulls? Just to show him.
Killers.
How many have ever owned pit bulls?
I wanted to.
I have one actually at home that I rescued. So I know a little bit more about pit bulls. How many of you think pit bulls are a vicious, mean, killing machine? One?
No.
I know.
They
Can
can
I
be
see-
if
can I
not in a good home and not treated correctly.
Any dog though.
Michael Vick.
That is true. Could use him as an example. But does anyone know the history of pit bulls? Where they come from?
The bull terrier and the bulldog.
They have been here in America since the 1800s. They were born and raised in England between a mixed breed between a bull mastiff and a terrier and sometimes bulldogs, very rarely. But when they were introduced in America, they were known as American pit bulls. They were actually born, raised, and bred to be military dogs, police dogs, companions, and also guide dogs as well. They, as you can read, they seem like they're great dogs to have. What are they like? If you have never had a pit bull in a home, well, they are cuddly, they're friendly, they love their owners. They are actually a very good protective dog alongside of German Shepherds. I should know I have one that I rescued. His name is Cooper. He was going to be left to die if I didn't have rescued him. So I know that he is very cuddly. He loves to cuddle. Although he is very he likes to chew on things. Of course, because he's a year-old puppy. They are actually very good to be around kids when watching. I wouldn't recommend leaving them at home with your kids. Yeah. So, like Art had said, that dogs are very protective. So if an intruder came in, he would be one of the best dogs to have around when they come in. They are very loyal. They will stick with you no matter what. Cooper, I go outside. I don't have to put a leash on him. He just follows me wherever. He will stay on the yard, but that's with training. But he never had training, so it makes me wonder what the people had owned him before, what they did. They are actually very intelligent as well. Pit bulls are one of the world's misunderstood dogs because of their bad rep that people give them. They seem like when people perceive them, seem like they're vicious, mean, killing dogs, when in reality they are not. It is how people train them to be. That's how pit bulls get their rep. With the pit, people would put them in pits along with other dogs. That's how they train their dogs. Someone would throw a little miniature poodle into a pit with the dogs. That's how they train them to be very vicious. But if you care for them and love them and grow them up, they will be the sweetest dog you have ever owned. It is because people like that who don't take care of their animals, especially pit bulls, that's how people get their dogs to be mean, especially, again, pit bulls. They are not killers, I can tell you that. For many years, people have rescued pit bulls along with other dogs who seem to be vicious and all that. Rescue places like animal shelters and stuff will not give them a second chance, even if they are sweet and all that. They will put them down in less than a week, regardless if they have ever fought or just have been abandoned. They will not look twice because of the rep that people have given pit bulls. You also got to be cautious about rescued pit bulls because they can be sketchy because you have no idea where they have come from, how people had treated them. With my puppy, he is actually sketchy. He is scared pretty much on a lot of things like flowers or leashes or even tennis balls. The day we got him, we were trying to play with him and all that. He did not want the ball. He was actually very, very scared. So we kind of know that he has been abused. He does have a little scarring. So you have to, if you are considering on rescuing a pit bull, you got to be very careful because you have no idea if they have been abused or not. So with training and all that, because you actually can train them to be turned the other way around, even with pit bulls who have been fighting with other dogs, it will take a lot of work to work with them. I watch pit bulls and parolees, and I see how time and effort can help save these animals to be, your loyal and friendly companion. I think that pit bulls are worth saving regardless if they have fought or not. They are the pros and cons. The pros, they are great family dogs to have. They are very protective, and when they are trained and all that, they are least aggressive dogs to have. And they are very, very loyal and loving. And friendly too. The cons. Pit bulls sometimes can be intimidating to people if they have not been around or just, think very negative of them. So people will be intimidated, but you got to reassure the people that they are not. So you have to give the people, time to get used to them. When you have family over or friends or whoever you have over. If they get bored, they will eat your house. I have left Cooper in my room several times. He pretty much chews on the puppy pads I have in there. He has chewed on wood in my room, chewed on remotes. So you got to be careful where you put them and make sure that a lot of your stuff is put up because they will chew. They are strong-willed and need structure and discipline, so which means they need a lot of training, which you can take them places or you can actually train them yourself without needing the cost to fork out a lot of money to do that. Pit bulls are the face of dog fighting. It's also because, again, how people treat them, how people perceive of them, and what they have heard. If you want more information, you can go to look up researches of pit bull and parolees, which is based on Pit Bull Rescue, which is they have their show on Animal Planet, or you can read books based on pit bulls. In conclusion, I have found that pit bulls are one of the most friendliest dogs you can have. I have 2 dogs alongside with the pit bull. I have a German Shepherd and Rottweiler mix and a Golden Retriever. So I know I've grown up with dogs my whole entire life, and I actually love the 3 dogs that I have, but unfortunately, I can't keep the pit bull, but if I could, I would love to keep them. But I would recommend that pit bulls are very friendly, loving, cuddly, very, very playful, and very intelligent. So I hope that you keep an open mind on pit bulls and not close your minds on them. Just keep an open mind on them. Thank you.